Hi, I'm Dr. Joe DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OcraMed Health. I'm trying to add an extra video in every week to the normal. Normally we put out a video, usually midweek, Wednesday evenings. I try to get our regular video out. I'm trying to add in an extra video, and it's going to be a series. It's going to be a question and answer type of video where every week I'm going to take 3 questions, whether they're from video comments or from some of the emails I receive, and I'm going to make an extra video where we're going to answer the questions from people that are watching the videos, okay? So this is kind of the first one. I'm hoping this is something I can just keep doing every week. Hopefully we have time to do this, but let's give it a shot today, okay? So I have 3 questions I'm going to answer from viewers. First question is from a fellow named Eric. I'm going to read his question here. It says, "Hey doc, great video. Every time I do the hip flexor stretches, I feel an immense relief in my lower back tightness. Even to the touch, I can feel that the lumbar area is way looser. However, this relief is only temporary and the low back returns to being a bit tight. Is consistency the key here, or is some other imbalance causing this? I've been at a computer desk since I can remember, and I believe that this sedentary lifestyle mixed with athletics has contributed to my anterior pelvic tilt and muscular imbalances. When running for longer distance, my lower back and calves become so incredibly tight that I can't continue. Wondering if there's any simple explanation for this. Regardless, I will continue to follow the correction plan. Thank you." Eric, yes, couple things. Consistency, it's a great indication if you've started the stretches and you're getting some temporary relief. You know, most of the time when patients come into my office, if I start working on someone, all I'm looking for at the beginning of treatment is temporary relief, some temporary positive changes. So if you're getting some right off the get-go with these hip flexor stretches, that's a great sign. It does mean that you just need to be consistent. Don't give up. Keep plugging away at them. It's a lot of times to loosen up tight tissue, it takes time. You have to be consistent. Could there be some muscular imbalances? Sure. It's hard for me to say what that could be. I can't physically examine you, but that's always a possibility. But hang in there with the stretches. Now, in regards to being sedentary, you mentioned about going for runs and you feel really tight when you do that. That makes sense too. Here's a little advice on that. When we sit a lot, when we've mentioned this on other videos, in the seated position, the hip flexors are in a shortened position, the hamstrings are in a shortened position. That causes tightness over time. So now you get up out of your desk and you go for a run. A lot of people don't warm up properly, and you go for a run and things just start cramping up, tightening up. So make sure before you go for your runs, stretch out the calves, stretch out the hip flexors, do a little rolling, make sure you're warmed up appropriately, and when you get done with your run, leave an extra 10 or 15 minutes to do some more intense rolling and stretching. That's the important thing. A lot of people jump out of their desk and go right into the gym or go right out for the run. You have to warm up properly, and you have to do more substantial rolling and stretching after the workout or after the run, okay? Hope that helps. All right, our next question we have here is from, and I hope I'm pronouncing this name right, it's from Haniel. And Haniel writes in, "Can I use the regular Tai Chi ball for a full body range deep massage, or would it be a better idea to get the max ball for bigger muscles like the glutes?" That's a great question. I get that a lot. So here's my general answer. The max balls, and a lot of the videos we did a year ago or 2 years ago, we didn't have the max ball. So a lot of them were using a smaller ball. Now that we have the max ball, I recommend that for hamstrings, glutes, getting on the piriformis, the quadriceps, those larger muscle groups. The max ball is excellent. Now, you can use the regular ball also after you break up some fascial adhesions with the max ball. If you feel like there's something in deeper, you might be able to get the regular Tai Chi ball into the tissue a little bit deeper. So using a combination is good. I like using the regular and mini balls on the smaller muscle groups. When we have videos that we talk about golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, bicep tendonitis, these smaller areas of the upper body, the regular and mini balls are great for those areas of the body. The mini ball is just a little bit smaller than the regular ball, and it's a little softer. So sometimes that's a good ball to use to start, and the regular ball is a good ball to use once you're used to using the mini. You've broken up some adhesions, and then you can finish the job with the regular ball, okay? So great question. Okay, our final question for today comes in from Liz. And Liz writes in and says, I don't feel anything when I do these. Does that mean I'm not tight here? So Liz is referring, and by the way, any of these videos that have to do with a particular video, if these are comments to videos, I'll put the card up as we've been going along on this video so you can reference the video that these people are writing in about. But generally talking about if she's not feeling the stretch, does that mean it's not tight? You know, it might be. She was referring to stretching out some of the muscles of the hip. You know, if you don't feel tight when we're then that may not be your problem. You know, sometimes people will be stretching their piriformis, or they'll be stretching their glute medius or whatever muscle, and it feels good. And so that may not be the problem, and it may not be tight. You know, when you do a particular stretch, usually any muscle that's the tightest is what you're going to feel while you're stretching. And if you're not feeling it in a particular area, you may not be tight in that area. So that may not be your issue if you're having a problem in a particular area. You know, we were talking on the video that she's referencing about internal hip rotators, external hip rotators. That may not be the issue. So you're correct, yes. You may want to look for another area that could be causing another muscle group. Talk to your therapist, talk to your chiropractor. Maybe they can steer you in the right direction of what muscles that you need to work on at the stretch, okay? All right, so there are 3 questions for today. Listen, send in your comments on the videos. I'll choose 3, or you can email me directly at drjoe@OcraMedHealth.com. I try to get back to everyone anyways, so I'm going to pick 3 questions to answer, but feel free to write in either email or comments. I'm gonna write back to you anyways, but we're going to try to save 3 questions for this weekly video. I hope you enjoy it. When you have some time, check out the website, www.OcraMedHealth.com. We have faster release instruments in stock, Tai Chi balls. We have some exercise equipment, fitness programs. You know, check it out when you have a chance. I appreciate it. If you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe to my channel, OcraMed Health on YouTube. Questions about exercises or injuries, as I mentioned, just leave a comment. I try to get back to everyone who writes in. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is here to keep you fit forever.